Let's be honest, brother. Most men have no idea how to read between a woman's words. She says one thing, but her eyes, tone, and timing say something completely different. And if you don't understand that language, you'll spend years confused, thinking love is complicated when it's actually predictable. In this video, I'll expose 6 lies women usually tell men. Not to attack women, but to make you aware of what's really going on beneath the surface. Because when you understand what these words truly mean, you stop chasing confusion and start leading with clarity. So before we continue, please do me a quick favor. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and let's keep helping more men wake up emotionally, financially, and mentally. Let's begin. 1. I'm not ready for a relationship right now. It sounds polite, even honest. But here's the truth. She's not saying she's not ready for a relationship. She's saying she's not ready for one with you. This is her gentle way of saying, "You're not the one I truly desire, but I enjoy the comfort and attention you give me." Most men misread that as hope. They wait around thinking time will change her mind. But what she's really doing is keeping you in her emotional storage room. You're the backup plan, the safety net, the guy who's nice to have around when the one she truly wants isn't texting her back. Why does she say it this way? Because women are raised to avoid being the bad guy. She doesn't want to hurt your feelings, so she wraps rejection in softness. But emotional softness doesn't change reality. It only delays your clarity. When a woman really feels something for you, she doesn't want to risk losing you. She'll find ways to be ready. She'll cancel plans, make space, and lean in. But when she says not now, she's just saying not you. So don't wait around for potential that doesn't exist. Your time is your value. When she says she's not ready, let her go. And here's the next one most men fall for. Because it sounds flattering, but it's pure emotional theater. 2. I don't usually do this, but I'm doing it because of you. Now this one is one of the oldest lines in the book. When she says that, she's creating an illusion. She wants you to think you're special, that she's breaking her rules because you're worth it. But let's decode it. Why do women say this? Because image is power. She wants to look innocent in your eyes, even if she's not new to the situation. So she wraps her action in a disclaimer. I don't usually do this. It makes you feel chosen. It softens judgment and adds emotional spice. You think you've unlocked a new side of her when, in truth, it's a performance she's rehearsed before. You see, she's not lying maliciously. She's protecting her reputation. She knows men judge women based on experience. So she creates a narrative that keeps her pure while still doing what she wants to do. It's not about morality. It's about control of perception. But here's where most men fail. They confuse emotional illusion with emotional connection. They start thinking, I must be the one who changed her. No, brother. You didn't change her. You just entered a scene that she's played before, this time with you as the lead actor. So when she says, I don't usually do this, but still does it, that is her usual. Don't judge her. Just don't be blinded by it. Because a woman who truly doesn't usually do this won't be doing it. Period. But the next one. This one tricks men into losing their direction and purpose. All because they take her words too literally. 3. I don't like money. You've probably heard this one said softly, with humility. I just want a simple life. I don't care about money. And many men hear that and think, finally, a woman who loves me for who I am. But that's not what she means. When a woman says she doesn't like money, what she's really saying is, I don't want a man who worships money more than me, but I still want to feel secure with him. Because no matter how spiritual or humble she sounds, deep down, she craves stability. And in the real world, stability speaks in the language of money. Money isn't about greed, it's about direction. It shows consistency, discipline, and protection. A woman feels safe when a man knows how to handle his life, his finances, and his mission. So when she says, I don't like money, don't get comfortable being broke. Understand that she still values drive. Women love a man who's building, not complaining. She can stay with you while you're broke, but not if you act like you're staying broke forever. Because she's not just attracted to what you have, she's attracted to what you're becoming. And here's the punchline. Women don't love money. They love the man who knows how to attract it. Because that man radiates leadership, control, and vision. So don't misinterpret her softness. When she says, I don't care about money, what she really means is, show me you can handle pressure, build something stable, and still make me feel emotionally safe while doing it. And that's why the next point matters even more. Because it exposes the biggest misunderstanding men have about what women actually mean when they say they want a nice guy. 4. I want a nice guy. Now, this one confuses more men than any other. Because every woman says she wants a nice guy, but most of those same women end up falling for men who challenge them, not men who chase them. Here's the truth. When she says nice, she's not talking about the kind of man who bends to every demand. She means she wants a man who's kind but grounded. The one who can show empathy without losing authority. You see, nice in her mouth means something completely different from how most men hear it. Men hear, be gentle, be soft, never argue. Women mean, be respectful, but never weak. They respect men who can hold space for their emotions and hold their ground when tested. Because testing is part of her instinct. It's how she feels your strength. And when you fail those tests, when you over-explain, over-apologize, or over-chase, she loses attraction. Not because you're bad, but because she can't feel your backbone. Here's the paradox. She doesn't want a man who treats her like a queen before she's earned it. She wants a man who treats himself like a king and invites her into that kingdom. So when she says, I want a nice guy, what she's really saying is, I want a man who is kind to me, but strong enough to protect me, even from myself. Nice doesn't mean soft. It means solid, disciplined, self-controlled, with warmth, but without submission. The man who understands this balance doesn't chase women. He attracts them effortlessly. But here's where most men fail. They get distracted by her words and miss the emotional clues hiding in her past. Which brings us to the next lie. 5. My ex means nothing to me. When you hear that, don't get defensive and don't assume she's lying out of malice. Understand this. Emotions don't disappear. They just hide behind denial. When she says he means nothing to me, she might be trying to convince herself more than she's convincing you. Because sometimes her ego is still bruised. Sometimes she still checks his profile. Not because she wants him back, but because she wants to see if he still misses her. That's not closure. That's unfinished emotional business. And here's what most men ignore. You can't compete with someone's unresolved emotions. You can't love her enough to make her forget him. That's not your job. So instead of trying to prove you're better than her ex, observe her. Does she bring his name up when you argue? Does she compare you subtly? If she does, she hasn't fully healed. And if you rush in thinking you can fix her, you'll become part of her recovery, not her future. Remember this, brother. Love given to a wounded person often turns into therapy. And when she's healed, she might not stay with her therapist. So when she says, "My ex means nothing to me," don't argue, don't accuse, just watch. Her patterns will tell you the truth her words can't. Because healing isn't about what she says, it's about what she still repeats. And the final one. This one sounds deep and spiritual, but it's often the most dangerous trap for a man with a soft heart. 6. I just want a man who loves me for who I am. It sounds beautiful. It sounds pure. But often, it's the most disguised form of emotional manipulation. When a woman says, "Love me for who I am," sometimes she means, "Accept me, even if I refuse to change." And that's where men get trapped. They confuse unconditional love with unconditional tolerance. True love doesn't mean allowing disrespect, laziness, or lack of growth. It means standing beside someone who's also moving forward. But when a woman uses this line repeatedly, she's telling you she wants emotional comfort without accountability. You'll notice it when she avoids hard conversations, when she plays victim after you express your boundaries. She'll twist it, make you feel guilty for expecting more. That's not love. That's emotional control. A mature woman will never ask you to love her as she is forever. She'll say, "Love me as I grow, love me as I evolve, and I'll do the same for you." That's partnership. But a manipulative one says, "Love me as I am, and never question me." That's dependency dressed as romance. So when she says she wants a man who loves her for who she is, listen deeper. If her actions show growth, she means it. If her actions show excuses, she's using it. Remember, love without boundaries becomes self-betrayal. And the man who learns this truth never gets emotionally drained again. So here's the bottom line, brother. Women aren't the enemy. But their words can be misleading if you don't pay attention to their actions. A wise man doesn't argue, doesn't chase, doesn't decode every text. He observes. Because attraction is not spoken, it's shown. She might say one thing, but her behavior will always whisper the truth. If this video opened your eyes, drop a comment below. Tell me which of these lies you've heard before. And before you go, do me a small favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's keep building more aware, emotionally strong, purpose-driven men. Remember, silence, standards, and self-control will protect you more than any words of love ever will.